What's up, YouTubers? Dylan here with a new drawing video. In this tutorial, I am going to be showing you all how to draw Megavolt, the villain from the Darkwing Duck show. So let's get started on that. So Megavolt is kind of like a rat. He's got so this is where his face would be. And this will be his neck. Sorry, there's dirt there. And then he's kind of like arching his body like this. So you're going to draw this curved line. And then we also got to draw his arms. Indicate those. Then we got to draw his legs, which are going to be like this. Then you can put some ovals for his feet, just to set up where they are going to be. Okay, so we got all those details. Now let's draw his eyes. Now his eyes, one of them is basically a small but perfect dot. So you'll start, and then the other eye is a slightly bigger circle with a black dot inside. These are just the pupils, because if you remember, he has goggles on. They're like safety goggles. So you're going to draw this kind of, this is almost like a curved V shape or an M shape, except you have this shape down here. Then you're going to repeat that process with something like a rim. You're going to draw that. And then here's the back end of his goggles. These are like they're almost like sort of like what you see on swim goggles. Safety goggles have these too. They're like the attachments. And then you're going to draw the strap like that. Now, first we're going to draw the bridge of his nose like this. You draw these curves, and then his nose is almost like an oval. Not a perfectly round circle, though. And then you're going to shade that nose in black. And then you can draw his mouth. We're going to draw his mouth. He's kind of going to have an angry expression. So you'll draw these shapes. Here's the back side. That's like the dimple. And below his mouth, he's got a big tooth. It's basically like a square. And there's a line in the middle. Then you're going to draw this curve here. It's almost like a backwards S. Then you'll draw these lines for the teeth. That's his lower lip. Then you can draw the back side of his mouth. And then we need to draw his whiskers. And then we gotta draw his helmet that he's wearing. We're gonna draw the lower rim. Then you're going to draw two parallel lines that go like this. And then you're going to draw like a half circle right at the top. These are going to be, this is going to be the top of his helmet. And then you're going to draw three parallel lines that go like this. And then you're going to draw two squares that are parallel to each other. With the side, draw this. It's going to look like a plug. And then there's a circle here. And then before we get to his body, we need to draw these sort of pieces of hair. You might want to pause the video in order to get it right yourself. Then you need to draw this area. Then you're going to draw these, his shirt, collar, and now we're going to put the, his logo, or this round thing on his chest that looks like a plug hole. So you'll draw this oval. Then you're going to draw the edge of it. And you're going to draw these two rectangles in the middle. Then you're going to draw the straps. And then we're going to draw this side of his body. And then he's got a belt on. So we're going to draw that soon. But first we need to get the sides of it. And then on this end, there is a circle. And then you're going to draw a moon on this side. That's the edge of the circle. Then there's a circle in the middle of that. And then right below it, there's a plug. So you're going to draw these curves with a half circle, a lip, and you're going to draw these two plug prongs. Then we're going to finish drawing his belt. And his belt buckle, which is a square. And then there are 4 circles on it that go like this. Then we need to draw the lines that are on it. And repeat the same process on this side. So that's them. Then we draw 3 lines coming from here. Then you're going to draw this side of his back. And then you're going to draw this side here. Then you need to draw these before we get to the rest of his body. We're going to draw both arms coming out. Then we'll repeat the similar process on this side. He's real skinny. Well, he gets a little thick at the top where it starts. And then right at the bottom, you're going to draw a strap right here. Then you're going to draw 2 lines. Draw some lines coming out from the top of his body. Okay, and then, yeah, let's go ahead and draw his gloves. So for his gloves, on this side, you're going to start with kind of an oval shape where you see the inside of his glove. Then you're going to draw parallel lines inside. And then we will draw his arm here. And then you're going to draw a thumb, a finger here, and then he only has 3 fingers and a thumb on this hand. Then you're going to connect this line all the way here, just like that. Then you can draw parallel lines like this, and then do a similar thing with his arms. Keep doing the same thing with this end. All right, and then now we need to get his other arm. Next, we need to draw a curve here. Then we're gonna draw these more lines at both the top and bottom of his arm. You can spread them out randomly if you want. I mean, this is a drawing, and drawings are supposed to be fun. Okay, next, we're going to draw his other glove. So we'll draw curved lines that go like this. And then, like the other hand, there are only 3 fingers and a thumb. So there's 1 finger here. So you got that. Now we're going to draw some of the curved lines that we put on the other hand arm earlier. So we got those. Now we are going to draw his feet. So we'll start with this curve here. Draw these curves here. Then here's another leg here. Then you're going to draw a curve there and one here as well. Put in this line. And then we're going to draw his big boots. So we'll put these little curves at the bottom and make sure the line sticks out so that way it looks like the boot is wrapping around his calf. And then for the like sleeves of the boots, it's basically like a square and a triangle put together. Kind of like this, a square and a triangle. And then you can draw 3 parallel lines coming out of it, just like that. Okay, then we are going to then put our ankles of his boots and then you can also put some lines going across. Then you're going to repeat the line process on this leg. And then we are going to draw the feet. So you're going to draw this little bump and then a big, almost kind of oval-like curve, and it's going to connect all the way to the back. And then we'll draw a few lines that go on top. And then you'll draw kind of an oval shape that goes around it. Then we'll get this side. Repeat the process with the first boot, with this one. Draw the sole. Then draw the parallel lines. And then we're almost done. On the back of his body, he's got like a battery. So you're just going to draw an oval that goes around it. Then what you're basically doing is drawing a cylinder shape. If you know your geometry, you should know what a cylinder looks like. So you'll connect this line all the way up. Just make sure it's straight enough. If you want to get a ruler, you can. Draw this curve, and then right at the top, there's like the middle bump, the conductor of a battery. Draw a line on top of it. Darken that oval. And then on it, it's got like a lightning bolt. So we'll draw a zigzag line with 2 point lines and then 3 more in front of it. And there it is, your very own drawing of the enemy of Darkwing. Hope you all had fun. I'll see you next time.